Angry Joe, and I'm here with Oliver, the technical artist for a Rainbow Six Siege, right? Rainbow Six Siege,
yeah,
right? Yeah, it rolls off the tongue there. Okay, I gotta say something first. I was watching the demo and I was like, bullshit. Ain't nobody play like that. That's scripted. It don't work like that.
All right, set up and on 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job, guys.
Yeah. All right, I'll get her.
Okay.
But I just had a hands-on demo. You did a live demo. It wasn't scripted. They played live in front of me. I got my hands on the game. It actually plays like that. And I'm surprised. But you're going to have a team of people that know what they're doing. Just like, say, in Guns of Icarus or some other game where it's very tight-knit, 4-player type cooperative. You're going to want to play this game with friends so that you can actually coordinate. Because, you know, people online, when they play, you're going to have one guy going, yeah, scream off and go Leroy Jenkins on it or something. Or if one team doesn't know how to use the shield, they're kind of screwed. Let's talk a little bit about the game mechanics and, you know, how they work. One thing I noticed is the drone. At first, I was like, oh, there's only one drone. And why aren't they shooting the drone in that demo? I would have just shot that thing. You know, can you explain a little bit about the drone mechanic?
Yeah, well, right now, when it's a tool that the attackers can use. So in Rainbow Six Siege, we have both sides. We have attackers and defenders. The drone gives the attackers a good perspective to see what's inside the house, because since you only have one life, you cannot just rush inside the house. So you really have to use your tools, the tools at your advantage to be more strategic. So that's the drone. You can use it in the preparation phase, but also in between during the game.
So they see the drones right away, and I think that the thing that made it useful for me when I used it is that the whole team have drones. I don't know if y'all know that. All of your team members have drones. So that way, you know, even if one of them gets shot, you can still see what the hell is going on.
Yes, you can stream the video feed from other people's drone, and even when you're dead, you can also use the drone cameras so that you can still give a good input to your team while you're dead.
This game seems incredibly hard to balance, you know? You've got one team sieging, one team fortifying. You've got shooting through walls. In fact, in the live demo I was in, one guy took a shotgun, shot through it about 3 times, and managed to nail a guy. Is that intentional? Did you guys want that sort of rewarding, you know, sort of mystery-type gameplay where you might get lucky? Or do you think that that's going to be a balancing issue?
Well,
where people are just going to shoot through walls right when they get in?
No, I think like having bullet penetration is very realistic of the counter-terrorist unit. In real life they are very aware of that. We have this constant feeling of paranoia because you're never 100% safe behind walls. It's true that balancing on the asymmetrical game can be challenging, but for us that's the whole point of doing that game. Is we want to bring something new to the table. The asymmetrical gameplay is refreshing, and so far people seems to enjoy it. So
yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by the demo to see that it actually does work. It ends up in these really sort of very tension-filled matches that actually end up going pretty quick. You have, in fact, there was multiple rounds. You do 3 rounds, so you alternate between attacker and defender, which was nice.
Yeah, man, I was looking at the guys downstairs and my toes were like crunching on the floor. I was like, it's so tense. That's the whole point. We want a player to feel attached to what they're doing, and having one life and a team of 5 people really adds a lot of tension. And you know, we've been playing that game for a while now, and that feeling of paranoia and tension is still there. So that's the whole point of making that game.
So obviously, I gotta mention and talk about it. You know, the previous Rainbow Six was supposed to be Rainbow Six Patriots. It's a little shame that game isn't coming out anymore, because it seemed like it had an interesting type storyline to it, domestic terrorism. Are we get to see any storyline in Siege?
Right now we're focusing on multiplayer first. We want to make sure that when we play against each other at the office, we have fun. That's the first test. If we have fun playing against each other, it means that we have a good game in our hands. For the single player aspect of the game, it's still under development, but for sure we are aware that single player and co-op is a big part of Rainbow Six, and so we are developing it, but stay tuned and you'll see in the near future.
Come on, you guys have a story mode, right? There has to be a single player campaign in it.
we are working on single player and co-op, but that's
Dang it! I was trying to get you. All right, good job. All right, so you know, Rainbow Six is nostalgic for me. It was one of my best experiences on Xbox Live. Even before the Kinect came out, I bought this thing called the Xbox Camera. Right, it was the precursor, and you could actually take a picture of your face, and then it skins and puts it on the character. And so when you're up against cover, you see your actual face, and you go on it. I would love it if you guys had that feature in there. Do you guys have anything like that? Any integration with the Kinect or the PlayStation camera on the consoles?
Well, so far, like, we're really trying to nail down the core level and game design. So those are like extras that we are definitely exploring. But so far,
please consider it for me. That was the funny. Every single time I talk to somebody about Rainbow Six, that's one of the first things that they mentioned, that you could put your face in the game and have, you know, it's just so much more fun when you see it's you. You know, you want to stay alive because that's you.
Yeah, for sure, but we got some strange faces sometimes too, so if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm bringing new meaning to the word dickhead, right? Okay, but so a lot of people are interested, you know, how wide variety of weapons are we going to get, because you don't want to, you know, tip the balance of the game and make something too powerful like rocket launchers or something. Yeah.
We wanted to stay true to the Rainbow Six counter-terrorist unit fantasy, so we are going to have all realistic weapons that the units are using actually in real life. So far we have 3 classes which are like prototype classes. They have different weapons. We have like ballistic shield and pistol and MP5, stuff like that. But for the whole range, like it's not clear yet, but for sure we're going to offer something that fits with Rainbow Six and that is fun to play.
Okay, and obviously because it is early, you guys are working on multiple modes, not just the mode that we're seeing now that it's being demoed.
Yeah, what we're showing today is called the Hostage Rescue game mode. We are working on different game modes right now, but that's the mode we're showing today.
Okay, cool. And can you talk a little bit about, because this is also huge for Rainbow Six fans, is the pre-planning phases. What can you do before the battle happens?
Well, in what you saw in the Ubisoft press conference, a video, you saw a bit of the planning phase where you choose your insertion points and stuff. So for us, it's really important to be able to choose your spawn point. For the more advanced stuff that you could do in that, it's not clear yet. But we also have something that you tried today, the preparation phase, where you use the drones and you make up your strategy with your teammates, so the defenders decide where to reinforce, stuff like that. But for the tactical map, we cannot really develop for now.
All right, well, we're real excited about getting our hands on it. We have tons and tons of questions. I could probably ask you a bunch of questions, but I'm pretty sure your answer is going to be very similar to that. But so when is the game actually coming out? How early is it on in development right now?
We are in pre-alpha, so the game is going to ship in 2015. So it's still. Are you going to give
players an opportunity to maybe help you test it out and balance the game? That seems like it would be an incredibly smart thing to do with thousands of players beating on it. How about a beta?
Well, for sure, like having player feedback while developing the game is something very important. We cannot commit to anything, but like for sure, we're gonna listen to the community and stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Okay. All right. What systems is the game going to be on? And what you already said when it'll come out, 2015. But what systems can we look forward to the game on?
PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me, and we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
I have to revive her. Cover me.
I got you. Get out of here.
All right.
I'm serious. I'm being lit up here, bitch. Shit. He got me.
All right, I got the window.
Go.